Two?
Yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2.
You
have better lighting, Sonia.
You go
I don't
first.
know where I lighted at.
Point at their face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 面条。
There.
I'll be translator. Here's noodles.
Oh, say English.
No，我不说，我都不说
But
英文。
if you want to look at this, like, what the fuck?
你不说英文啊？
我不说
What
英
kind
文。
of cool are we doing here?
Oh, yeah, I have to translate.
Yeah. Me,
What kind of sacrifice are we doing here?
me, I will translate for you.
谢谢 OK, yeah.
你先还是我先？先谁剪刀布？
I can't just film the
赢的先还是输的先？
赢的爽。
你看，我先。
Don't make that gesture so
为什么
close.
为什么面条更好？
You have to ask me. Oh, yeah.
面，你的是米饭对不对？面条有很多种类，首先有方便面、挂面、各种乌冬面，非常不同的选择。但米饭呢，我认为只有一种米饭好吃，就是白米饭。不管是其他的米饭，用杂粮煮的米饭，黑米饭都没有白米饭好吃。唯一好吃的米饭只有一种，而面条有很多种。好，这是我第一个观点。
为什么？哦，I'll keep trying to do.
What? Honestly, you cannot do that.
Oh, okay.
This is my first one.
Why is noodles better, Kevin? Rice? What do you eat every day? You eat rice every day at night, right? You and your family, you guys eat rice together with other like food, like cabbages, like meat. And also, what do the lower income average lower than average income families eat? They eat rice to save money and conserve money. Noodles, that shit expensive. That shit you have to cook and it takes longer. But rice, you put that shit in the rice cooker, you leave it there for an hour, you take it out. That's dinner right there. GG's goes to sleep right afterwards.
Alright, I argue about that. So you say noodles are cheap. I don't agree with that. You look at the ramens in the supermarkets, and look at the instant rice in the supermarkets. Those are like 5 times more expensive than the ramens. And the first one you say like the rice, you eat rice every day. You can also eat noodles every day. Like doesn't matter. Yeah. And rice. Yeah, I don't agree with like you say like rice are more tastier than noodles. You say?
Oh no.
Oh my god, I have so much arguments for Austin and he can't do that.
Oh, okay. No ramen? Ramen point, right? Yeah, I don't want to go against you, Sonia.
I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. You want? I'll go for you.
Ramen is unhealthy. It contains too much GMOs.
GMOs.
What?
What's a GMOs in ramen?
Do you know what GMOs are?
No.
Chemicals.
That's like chemicals. It's not as healthy as rice. Rice offers protein. People
Protein.
Rice not offer protein? Oh shit.
It's grains, carbs.
Carbohydrates.
Protein. Yeah, carbohydrates.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carbs.
That's why people that go on like the gym diet, they be eating rice plus a salmon plus a chicken.
No, you gotta use that against him.
So much more healthy.
Kevin goes to the gym.
Exactly. You go to the gym.
Do you eat noodles when you come back home?
If you cook noodles, that shit takes too long. And like doesn't go along with your diet.
OK， 我先 argue back。没错，正是因为我去健身房，我知道你说的观点是不对的。You know the professional bodybuilding, the athletes, when they almost like so close to the competition, they eat 荞麦面. That's the kind of noodle that's better for their like.
What is 荞麦面?
荞麦面 is like a kind of noodle. 荞麦面 is like
I got it.
like a Japanese.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
Soba?
No, it's mostly like carbohydrate and then like a little bit like fibers. More healthy. And so many different kinds to choose. Like more variations than rice.
Oh,
Good.
This is the last argument. Austin, go. Last
Any
argument.
more
close it.
arguments? Now, let me think about some arguments.
He lost. He's shaking.
The hard work that goes into making rice. You know what I'm saying? Where they go, 要1厘米都要吃完 or something.
What?
1厘米都不能 yeah. 辛苦 something, right? Yeah, you do you see them saying that?
You know what I'm talking about,
Do you
Kevin?
see them saying that about noodles, Kevin? No, they don't. Because noodles, that's your light work to make. Rice, you have to extensively stay under the sun, dehydrate yourself, dehydrate yourself, just to make it and crop them.
Bro.
I agree with your point.
Oh, it's a hard.
Noodles are so easy to make.
The very end, okay? You each had 3 3 turns, which is 1 more turn than everyone.
What do you mean?
Everyone vote. Everyone vote.
Oh.
Blind vote or what vote? No, a live vote. I mean, not blind. Okay, Austin, raise your hand.
Oh.
Captain,
Hello, glitch in the
I love
system.
Austin.
Hello, glitch in the system.
No, we're good, bro. We're good.
Okay, Kevin. Yeah.
Oh my
Austin,
god,
your
you're so
logic,
fake,
your logic
Connor.
was out of the circle. Logic was out of the
I
circle.
personally think Rice is better, but he just had better arguments.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You could have done so much, Austin. Austin, you gotta talk about how
Round
variety.
one
You could have
over.
sweet rice.
Get the top again. This is round 2, guys.
Round 2, give him a little challenge because he's a little too good. He's gonna defend horse-drawn carriages.
No, I would like to see Evan defend horse-drawn carriages.
Good. Like it's like
No, and then Evan defends cars. Ready? Bring out.
Alright, rock, paper, scissors.
rock paper scissors. Alright, now you gotta choose. You gotta
You go
choose.
first.
I go first. So I like.所以如果让马来做一个交通工具的话，马更多的是一种乐趣。开车只是一种非常普通的交通工具，你在骑车的时候，在驾车的时候，你享受不到那么多这个用马的乐趣。而且还有就是养车非常的贵啊。你养车你要要用汽油，然后整天什么车要撞一下撞坏掉了，完蛋了，要花几十万块钱再去修车，对吧？然后，但是呢，如果你骑马的话，你每天只要给它喂食、喂水、喂草、喂那些干草就好了。非常的方便。而且你再想一想，你在哪里存放你的车辆呢？你要买一个车库，你要买一个 garage。然后你的马呢，你只需要一个小的棚子，来个 a little hub， 你就可以放马了。好，可以。Go.
Okay.
Well, I'm a great translator.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of horses you be seeing. But the only horses I see that people own is they have designated areas in their backyards for the
Evan's
horses,
too good for this.
and they also be like riding them in these open fields. So if you don't live near open field, you can't ride horses. If you don't have that kind of backyard and the money to buy the resources, then you can't own horses. But for cars, literally, the majority of the world has built roads, so you literally can't get to places without cars. That's a different argument. Like if you want to say, oh, maybe that shouldn't be a thing. Okay, that's whatever. But the fact is, there's more roads than there are open fields, and those roads lead to more important places. Like, are you really gonna? Let's say you live 5 miles apart from a pharmacy, and I don't know, you need to get some medicine for your mother. You can't ride a horse to that pharmacy, or else you're gonna like kill yourself from exhaustion. But you need a car for that. So that's the only way you're gonna get there.
Okay.
Kevin, your rebuttal?
Alright, first, are you arguing back for your first argument?
Okay.
You say like horse need a specific place
Yes.
for them to live. I think that's very similar to cars. You need a garage. That's
Sure.
my first argument. And the second, like if we talk about rural areas, there's no road. It's not. Being American, there's a lot of roads, but in China, there's a lot of like rural areas. There's literally no roads. You have to ride a horse. So,如果你想一想，如果你在中国的话，你要从山区赶到城里，但这个时候又没有马路，而且很多人买不起车，他家里只能养得起马。这样的话，对呀，车很贵啊，每个车都要10几万块钱，对不对？那骑马的话，不但可以克服各种地形，比如说如果有台阶的话，车上不去；有马的话就可以上台阶，这样更对于贫困地区的人来说更加方便。
我跟你说，我在中国时候 I never ever use a horse to get around. 我的义工 right? My grandpa, he lives in this place that's completely disconnected from my grandma's place. And what we use is a 三轮车. Like
anecdotes.
I know. Well, I never use a horse to get anywhere. It's just 三轮车. And 三轮车 is much more convenient. It's also a lot more fun because you feel the wind in your hair. It's a nice experience. And I mean, you get to tip the person, you get to make their day, so you feel good about it too. You don't feel good about riding on a horse. You're driving this horse basically as a slave. Like, do you feel good about that? And that's like, look, that's besides the point. Basically,
I quit.
I've never seen, like, there's a regular person in trying to really get around on a horse.
Alright, Kevin. Any last argument?
Alright, so 你在中国住的地方是福建，对不对？福建算是中国比较大的一个城市，但是我说的是在中国西北地区的城市，比如说内蒙古，或者说在那些牧场的地方，不是说在我们福州可能确实是 山路比较难走，对不对？但是在那个内蒙古里面，他们真的没有路，他们只有草地可以走。而且还有一个就是，既然他们有那么多草地，他们这个喂马也更方便，因为它马只要在草地上走一走，就可以喂饱。而且这个骑马，你说骑马像一个 slave，I don't really agree with that。骑马，你知道那个 Olympic 他们有马术比赛。
Professional slaves.
Yeah,
Professional slave.
Professional
slave.
你说骑三轮车，那你帮你开车的那个人是不是你的 slave 呢？
不是，是你给他钱。
怎么讲啊
You're paying him paid labor, man.
你看你给为你工作的人付钱，你喂给你心爱的马，你给它喂草，你好好的养它，这样人对马产生一种感情，马变成你家人的一部分，
But that's
是不是更好？马成为你家人的一部分了，每天家人陪你一起上路，每天和家人生活在一起，难道不好吗？
Why they haven't touched on horse dying yet,
The
bro?
whole slave
The horse dies. GG, well played, bro.
In truth, I really
What you
have
gonna
never
do?
seen a horse be
You
rid.
too broke to buy another horse.
As a common means of transportation. Like, are you really gonna look me straight in the eye and tell me that the majority of people in China in grassy areas ride horses to commute? You're not really gonna tell me that.
No, I'm not going to say the majority, but you have to care about the minority. Oh my god. The minorities that actually treat their horse as their family, and they feed their family. They feed the horse well. They're not like treat them as slaves. They actually like treat them as a.
Okay, trolley problem.
Oh, okay,
Alright, GG.
还有OK，所以我作为甜粽子支持者，第一个观点是我吃甜粽子是作为一种甜食来吃，而且因为甜食没有必要做的那么咸。咸粽子呢，里面放了肉，又放什么奇怪的东西？首先它油脂非常多，它很多油，它吃完使人发胖。而且如果糖粽子我们作为一个 dessert 来吃，你看很多美国人都吃 dessert， 对不对？所以我们吃个甜粽子没有什么关系。但是呢，咸粽子一般大家是作为主食来吃，什么吃晚饭啊、吃午饭来吃。
粽子 is the rice thing with the meat
又
inside.
又胖，里面肉又多，还不行吗？就是。
It's the shit that Kathy brought.
我跟你说 the thing about 甜粽子, right?
No, you say in the salty.
Huh?
No,
No, but he's going against you right
I
now.
know.
He's counter argument.
The way you get 甜粽子 is how? You cook it? Like, do you cook it sweet or you dip it in sugar? Which one do you
Dip it in sugar.
You dip it in sugar. You have to spend money on sugar.
Dip it in sugar.
You have to spend money on sugar.
Okay.
I really can't because I hate salty.
Exactly, you don't get this. Like, I hate sweet粽子.
You come in
I haven't
right
had
now.
it once.
You come in right. I'll argue about.
I'll concede. I'll concede.
Go,
I'll
Mia,
concede
go,
to me.
go.
Go ahead, Mia. Go ahead, Mia.
Go. Oh, yo, what's your
Oh no, my wing!
Oh no, my wing.
Okay, I'll go sweet if you go salty.
Yeah. Okay.
Go!
All right, we got sweet and salty tunes, okay?
We got sweet zones on the right, salty zones on the right.
I'll forget this in the middle.
Right. Paper, scissors, here's.
Salty.
Shoot.
And then Sonya's
you're
like,
first.
okay.
Okay. First of all, okay.
Yeah.
Salty zongzi. What's the origin of zongzi in the southern part of China? Okay.
What?
Most zongzi. Yes, okay. Most zongzi in the southern part of China. Everyone in the southern China eats salty zongzi. Okay. Why would you change the original? Okay. Why would I change it up just for sweet zongzi? Gross. Okay. Second of all, in like older China, you know how expensive sugar was? Sugar was a luxury. Okay. No one had sugar, but like salty things like meat. Okay. It's readily available.
Passionate about this,
They
man.
use meat all the time, so salty zongzi is always cheaper. It's more easily accessible, especially for the people in lower classes. So you're telling me that you don't care about the lower class people? You only want to eat sweet zongzi for the people in the higher class? Are you classes? Oh, okay. You done? Yeah.
Okay. Why do you want sweet粽子? Do you not want diversity? Why is it? What the hell did you not put? Really? If you want like a division between southern and northern China, you want like diversity, you want like everything. So then you want, so then like how we like differentiate ourselves is like you like northern people like sweet zongzi and I like salty zongzi. It's like a nice debate between like countries and stuff like that, right? And then now like let's say salty zongzi it's only meat and nuts. What else? So let's say if you're what? I'm not done yet. Nuts? Yeah, because you not put nuts in your zongzi. I put nuts on my 粽子.
I
don't
love
put no
nuts.
nuts.
Okay, that's so inconsiderate for people that are vegetarian or allergic to nuts. Like you're just saying that.
It's so silly.
It is it not?
Oh, are you done?
I say those. I can use that stupid oily about how like unhealthy. I'm not done yet. Unhealthy.
Where's my drink,
Salty
Lana?
Zonzo is.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just
And
put
then
it
now, personally, don't you think meat is more expensive than sugar now? Not talking about olden days. We're talking about today. Today, sugar is more cheaper than meat and nuts. So it's easier and more accessible for people just to make sweet 粽子. And then what?
I mean, it's 粽子 just dipped in sugar.
And then why the hell would you put meat and rice and nuts when you could just eat it
It's the
normally
same
with
shit.
rice and meat and like a plate? Like you know how like normally you have like side dishes.
I was just saying it's the
meat
same
and
shit.
the
I
rice.
concede, bro.
Eat it
You
normally.
just dip
Why-
sugar on the side
why
if you
you
want,
would have
bro.
it with sugar because that's
You
not a
don't need
normal
this whole
thing. It's like a
debate.
special like thing that you'll give to like I don't know foreign people. It's like look, 粽子, and it's like oh it's sweet rice.
Alright, we're in for you, Sonia.
Alright.
Go, Mia.
You're saying that you should only eat just because it's meat and rice you should only eat it one way. What about noodles? Okay, think about all of the pasta. Okay, Chinese noodles. All these different kinds of you only want one type of noodles. No, okay. 粽子 is a different way to eat rice and meat. Okay, not and then if you're saying only it's only rice, and why don't you just eat rice and meat? 八宝饭. Why don't you just eat 八宝饭? 八宝饭 is just sweet 粽子 but laid out. Okay, same thing.
No, it's soup.
Can't talk.
八宝饭 not soup.
Yeah,
You
it
got 30 seconds, you got 30
What the
seconds.
fuck is it? The sticky one. What's it called? The
It's
sticky
like a
one.
presidential debate, bro.
is. No, no, they're talking about.
It's 八宝饭. That's 八宝饭 too. 八宝粥 is the soup. Stupid.
八宝粥.
八宝粥 is the soup. 八宝饭 is the fun.
Okay, seconds up.
Yeah,
Your turn, Sonia.
Bitch, I'm not done. Fuck you.
Bitch,
No,
fuck
shut
you.
up.
Sorry,
You
your turn.
saw your talk for like 2 minutes.
Fuck
Okay. Okay. Second of all, your first argument was like,
You're lying,
but the
it's
diversity. Bitch, I didn't say that. I don't want to eradicate sweet 粽子. I'm just saying.
You're saying that sweet
No.
粽子shouldn't be existing.
No, I didn't say that. Give me the recording where I said that. Anyway, I'm saying salty 粽子 is better. It's the default 粽子in comparison to sweet 粽子. Why did I bring up the olden times? Because I'm talking about the origin of salty 粽子. Yes, for now, maybe like, maybe there's not. You're saying it's only meat. What about tofu? You can put something.
What?
Salty.
What tofu is it? 粽子?
I'm saying there's options, so you don't only have to limit yourself to meat 粽子. Why are you limiting yourself? Okay, sweet 粽子 has a bunch of things. 豆沙什么莲蓉什么什么.
No one translates to Karen, bro.
Has a lot of things. You don't have to limit yourself. For
Not
salty
even.
粽子, you can limit yourself to
I
your other
know
things
English
too.
right now.
Okay,
Yeah, go.
go Sonia.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, so that's the thing. We have much variety.
I
We have
know.
meat, pork, nuts.
Did you not just hear me?
We have literally red beans.
I said this. Shut the
Rice
fuck up.
root.
Okay,
We
it's
have a lot of
hard.
things. And you keep on going on about origins of 粽子. 粽子, what is it? You throw it in the river and the fish eats it because they don't want to like. Because you know that whole story of 屈原, how like, you're supposed to like throw 粽子in, so then like the fish eats it so it doesn't eat the body. You're telling fish to eat nuts and meat. That's the origin,
Debate club?
huh? Or would they eat sugar rice?
Not much I told the
You
big
tell
club.
me. You're telling me that fish is eating pork. That's the origin of 粽子.
That's the point of it. You
Huh?
think fish
Tell
are
me now.
vegetarian?
Tell me now.
You think
fish eats
listen,
meat?
You think fish are vegetarian?
Alright, both of you shut the fuck up. Alright, if you vote for Sonia, raise your hand.
Oh
yeah!
Who's single?
I am. 他是 pro single，他是 pro relationship。哎
No, relationships are overrated, man.
You ruined your point.
I go first?
Yeah, you want to go first?
Okay, so
love to concede.
Okay. So my first point, right? Okay. In a relationship, you know how much time that takes? When I from a personal anecdote, when I was dating Fatima, right? When I saw from you, that shit took forever. You guys would be on FaceTime, like one day you guys want to FaceTime for 9 hours straight. So I did not want to fucking do. When you guys go on a 9-hour fucking FaceTime, instead of doing other fucking stuff like eating breakfast, eating lunch, eating dinner, and spending time with your friends or family, like during the weekend where I went to first friends with like Jerry and all my other friends, your ass was like, I'm walking over to Ari's house. I'm FaceTiming Ari. I'm thinking about Ari right now. I can't go. And also, okay, the second point. Here's the second point. Okay? Having a girlfriend depletes having a partner depletes your wallet. That shit, you have to buy a gift for them every holiday, like Valentine's Day, on some random days too, to keep them happy. And then Alright, let me see. I'll save my third point to later.
Okay, there. And you go.
He has no points. He thinks single is so good.
Everything else said is valid though.
No, you gotta argue back.
Yeah, he lost. Just admit that that's to defeat.
Even the opponent's like,
I need a new topic. New topic.
Wait. Who? Then someone do this topic then.
Yeah, who wants to do single and not single?
Oh,
Is
really?
anyone like confident doing relationship, pro relationship?
Relationship.
Wait, I think I can do
Go,
relationship. I can do. Wait, can you do relationship?
I could do it.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, okay.
See, I feel like you guys are like doing arguments too seriously. Like, do like just be like, I don't know. Like,
That's not your
so,
personal.
Wait, I'm still pissed. 屈原了。
Hold on. Well, what do you say? Because I had to go call my mom.
Like, when I said like, oh, do you hate poor people?
Alright, so my 2 points
That's
were
like
my 2
that's
points
the
were
thing I was imagining.
having a girlfriend takes too much of your personal time.
Oh, so you hate
My
poor
second
people?
point
I don't
was-
hate poor people.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but the sugar right now. Like I still don't get it.
No.
Sugar's cheaper. Sugar's cheaper than pork. Like why is it?
Why are you two arguing over us?
We're not talking about that.
That
We're talking about.
Because I placed the one going for me. I had such good valid points.
Okay, it's a thing in the past.
So my first point was having a girlfriend take too much of your personal time. My second point is what was the other one? Oh, I take deplete your personal wallet.
Okay. Where do you think all that time goes? Do you think it kind of just goes into like a drain and you just never make use of it ever again? You grow as a person when you spend
break
time
up,
with
yeah.
other people.
Okay.
The time you invest. Okay, there's a
You guys are too far. You're going closer.
Hold each other.
there's a lyric.
Hop in.
There's a lyric from a song, and it goes
Oh my gosh.
in the
Can
end.
you sing it?
No,
Can you sing it?
no, I don't even know how it goes. I've read the lyric though. In the end, the love you make is equal to the love you take. Basically,
Preach.
the more time you spend with other people, the more you understand empathy and what being
Amen.
human even means. Are you gonna tell me that being by yourself is a lot better than being with other people? Would you rather be by yourself at your house playing Valorant right now or with us?
Is this a relationship? Am I dating any of you? Am I dating you
No,
ever?
but I'm asking you a
That's also
question.
your dating. Oh.
Human interaction or by yourself? Which
I
one?
never said no to human interaction. I said no to a relationship.
Okay, but I'm telling you, you
Yes,
learn
I
from
love
said human interaction.
Yeah.
And who said that you have to pay for them all the time?
Yeah, they pay
That's
for
something that you could communicate. You have words, you have mouths to speak to them.
Oh,
If it's really such an issue that you can't buy anything for them, then you should tell them. And if they can't come to a compromise, then you break up.
This is why I'm not business.
Are so easy to fix because all you have to do is say a few words, and if you can't fix it, then okay, just break it off.
Oh, okay.
That's it, that's it, yes.
Okay.
Respect.
Wait. So what was your point about being in like a friend group? Because this has nothing to do with being in a relationship, you know?
It's better to spend time with other people than
Alright,
being
but
by
yeah, you
yourself,
still
no
can.
matter
Okay,
what.
no. Okay, but if you have a girlfriend, you spend less time with your friend group. So if I had a girlfriend right now, any of us had a girlfriend right now, maybe Eddie wouldn't be here because he would be like out of Ari or something. That's what he did with me and my other friends. He ditched us for his basketball practice. He went out with his girlfriend every weekend for 6 whole months straight. He was out. I've never seen a shadow of him. Every weekend he was like, I'm going to Ari's house. He had not spent any time with his mom or us. Okay? Alright. What was your second point?
That you can talk these things through.
Oh, okay. You can talk these things through. Okay, I'll use Sonya as an example. This motherfucker was complaining to me how my boyfriend didn't get anything for Valentine's. What should I do about him? You see this? This is called because Chris lives all the way up north. He does not have time to find a gift and deliver all the way down here. But you know what Sonya was doing? She came non-stop to me, Leah, and Kara. He was like, why is Chris not getting me a gift? What is Chris doing? Should I still trust him?
Okay.
You see, so it's very important.
You don't convey the real points.
Christmas. What other holidays are you should give a gift? Those are a lot of days. Okay, the birthday, your anniversary, a lot of days that you should buy gifts. If you don't buy gifts, then they know you're broke as fuck. I'm breaking up. You see what I did to Eddie? That boy cried for 3 days straight. You were MIA for a complete 3 days straight. He was in depression.
Grew as a person.
Actually, okay, all right. Austin, answer a question. Is it better to have love, or this is a really famous quote, but is it better to have loved or to have never loved at all?
Oh!
Tell me.
Okay. It is better to be loved, but I would rather be
That's
loved.
not the question.
I would rather be loved by my family
No, the question is it better to have loved
Have
you
loved?
love someone else?
No, I don't love someone else.
No, Austin.
看我们干嘛？
It's not like a.
Here's the question. Is it better to have loved or to have never loved at all? So let me give you an example. Let's say you marry someone, okay? But then 10 years later, they pass away. Would you have gone back in time, if you could, to stop the marriage from ever happening because you were so heartbroken? Or would you continue with the relationship just because it made you so happy in the first place?
Continue with the relationship?
Exactly. So even if things come to a sour end, even if you can't communicate well,
I can do this.
if there's times that you spend and you find worthwhile, then it's always going to be worth it in the end because you're always going to have these memories to look back on.
Alright, Jesus will play. Jesus will play.
But then, like, there's some people that are suitable to be
are you,
single.
Sonia?
No, that's his thing is like he's God. There's some people that are suitable to be single. They just can't love. Like, it's hard for them to love. And then they hurt the other person. I'm sorry, I'm helping him. They hurt people by loving because they can't love. They can be in a relationship, but they can't love properly. And it just hurts the other person. So it's wrong for them to better to be single than to be with someone. That's an honest opinion. Like everyone does. Some people just do that. And it's better for them to live by
And some
themselves.
people, they don't learn from it.
Because they can't. They have commitment issues. They have trust
from
issues.
it and they shut themselves out.
Or they just can't like commit. Or they can be loved by their family. They can love someone else. But it doesn't have to be a romantic
They're not
attraction.
fit to be.
It doesn't have to be that they have to be
loved.
together
Like
in a
someone like
relationship.
Josh, he's not fit to be loved.
What the hell, Austin?
At the end of the day, all these things that you're telling me is not the fault of a relationship or being single. It's the fault of the person. Like I understand the point where you're,
Exactly,
you're
it's
trying
the
to
fault
make,
of the person.
but that's not inherently part of the argument though.
Being
It's
single
like
or in a relationship.
if a person is batshit crazy, like what can you do about it? I'm not here to argue that batshit crazy person should go marry someone, but I am here to argue that marrying someone is a good thing.
Yeah, but also some people are just fit to be alone. It can be just single forever.
Sure, I agree for that, but it's like, would you want to argue car ownership to someone without a driver's
being single
license?
is better.
No, you wouldn't.
Say that again?
Because you don't know what you will do after the breakup, you know?
There are
How
some
you
people.
will like accept the breakup. Like, you know, something-
Yes, there's people fit to be alone. But no matter what I say, you can't appeal to those people. So I can't really address that because it's not like you argue car ownership to someone without a driver's license. Like you can't do that.
Let me think about that.
Evan's too good.
I would like to see someone win against Evan,
Evan's
man.
too good.
He puts
Let's
some
go
antidotes.
for votes.
He puts some quotes.
If you vote for Evan,
He
then
puts
you have
some
it.
good resources. You can't
He
be.
pulls up quotes, okay?
He puts some quotes.
Fuck that. I want to try against them.
Are you recording? It's so tiring.
I know. I recorded 3 already. Alright. This round is Evan and Karen. Evan got tits and Karen got ass. They got a debate. Which one is better?
Ross, hurry up. Ross, paper, scissors, shoot. Alright, Karen, which one do you want to go first? Do you want to go first or you want Evan to go first? Alright, Evan, you start over with tits.
So
You can't.
I guess breasts.
Yo, that confidence went away real quick, bro. That confidence went away.
They're like a
Wait,
bit.
it's not serious. You can't do it.
They're a bit more necessary to like reproduction.
It's going there. Okay.
When you have a child, you can't use your ass to like feed them. You can use your tits to feed them. Right? Like, you know, breastfeed them. When you're talking to someone, like, do you like them to look at you or look away from you? You like to look at them in the eye, right? So if it's from a heterosexual male perspective, and let's say that you're talking to a female that you find attractive. If it's from the front, you know, usually the only thing you could see is the chest area, and not like the posterior. You know? And so yeah.
We're confused. Who stands with each other?
Karen, what's your argument?
He got nothing.
No. Okay.
These are good points.
You gotta think about the welfare of a woman, okay? Tits, they're so heavy. And girls just have giant tits. And it's so heavy on our backs, and we're like, and then we have to wear bras, and then we have to unclip them at night, and it's, that's the best feeling in the world. Anyway, okay? But then ass, you can have the giant, juicy ass, and I get it back. Okay? You're just gonna have a comfy rest like a chair, okay? Okay? And also,
in like Latin countries, you just see a bunch of giant asses. Like maybe we don't really care about your tits, right? Because the guys go like. But they don't look at the tits, okay? So, ass is better.
Okay. Evan, I'll for your rebuttal.
Evan, second
You got
argument.
nothing too.
So I'm only gonna
Ass don't got
say-
milk. Ass don't
He's
got milk.
so civilized right now.
I'm only gonna say this because he said it already.
Breast.
He said Latin women have, big asses. Assuming that is true. Assuming that is true on a majority
I'll give you
basis.
examples.
Well, that means that there is a very specific group that has that feature, right? But for large
Studying a lot
tits,
here.
I guess, there are not a specific group, so they're a bit more exotic. And some guys are into that, into the chase, I guess. And the harder something is to find, the more that they find it worthwhile.
Yeah. A quote.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Karen.
They're harder to find.
Rebuttal his rebuttal.
Another textual evidence. Here you go. With statistics, okay?
Mia, I think your mom is calling you, Mia.
There's
I think your mom's calling you.
Let her mom go.
The video.
There's a certain group of women that are more likely to get breast cancer. But have you ever heard of ass cancer? Okay? So, look. There's a lot of women that get their breasts removed, but they never get their ass removed. They go to their grave with their ass. And that's what you're gonna stare at, okay? Not their gone breasts, okay?
I have a good argument for you.
Of course you do.
I have a good argument for
No, have you heard of an ass like? No, there's a breast like surgery to like make it bigger. There's no ass surgery to make it bigger.
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
Is
that's my
there?
argument for
That's
Karen.
everything.
Everyone, BBLs, are you kidding?
Huh?
BBLs.
I've never heard someone use
Yeah,
that.
Brazilian butlers.
Like this?
Yeah, Brazilian butlers.
Yeah, everyone
there?
does Brazilian
Yeah.
butlers. That was my argument for Karen. Cause like,
I didn't want to bring it up because there's breasts like
yeah,
There are.
but like, boobs. You know how easy it is to buy boobs for someone? The surgery is like non-invasive and everything. It's like it is invasive, but it's not like life-threatening. It's very easy to get like boob pads, boob thing. Okay, it's easy to get boobs, but Brazilian butlers, you know the death rate for Brazilian butlers is like getting a heart surgery. Okay, getting like the ass that you see is always natural, like a good ass.
Mia, who's the one debating here, man?
I'm just saying, this is my argument for
it's
Karen.
your There we go.
Yeah, so
Whose turn is it?
You can do really unnatural
You ladies
things,
go
right?
first.
Like
Yeah, I
you
thought
can
it
just
was
put
Evan's
tissues
turn.
down there, and it'll look fine. But the butt, it always has to be natural, and you have to go to the gym and work for it, or you have genes and
Why
have
is
a great
natural
ass,
better?
like mine. Anyway,
spectacular.
I think I like unnatural.
Huh?
Bigger.
unnatural
see.
boobs and butts. I think there needs to be a balance.
Alright, Evan. Any more arguments? We're gonna end it off here.
I believe breast cancer is a tragedy.
Wow.
It really is a terrible thing. However, males can get it too, although at much lesser rates, but they still can get it. Which means you could make the argument hypothetically that, like, is there a chance that coincidentally, like, females are just like a lot more likely? Like, yeah, it could be, and that you don't need to get breast cancer.
You don't need
Like, no, like
Technically, men have tits. They're just not that big.
that.
And men do have a smaller
I
chance to get
suppose.
cancer.
I said that.
Is there not butt cancer? No.
Yeah. Maybe
I want to know now.
maybe in the area, but I don't think because that's just like a bunch of fat.
I have an argument for you, okay?
Okay.
So
okay.
what you guys are saying is you guys assuming that big boobs are attractive. You guys ignore the fact that
You thought
some
small
people
boobs
assume
attractive?
that small boobs are attractive for the minorities.
I know,
You guys
fine.
always ignore the minorities. The only thing about the majority, right? So if you consider those people that consider small boobs are the they like small boobs. Those are natural. Those are not the things that you're talking about. Like those are unnatural, the unhealthy things, right? So that's my point.
Like, a very good point. Very good
Okay.
point.
Oh,
Okay.
so natural giant boobs, okay? So you're saying
Actually,
big boobs
Yeah,
are
but
good?
let's
Are
say
they
that
not
the
good?
audio-
I'm saying that.
Mia, but a lot of people like variety of boobs. There are big boobs, small boobs, medium boobs, whatever. There's only one butt. There you have a butt or you don't have a butt.
Yeah, round boob,
That's the thing.
triangular.
That's so.
boob.
It's like
Triangular boob.
there's more variety of boobs in the butt.
Round boob.
Unless there's like whatever, use a butt.
They're always minorities.
You
like,
you seen triangle boob?
I've never seen triangle. Have you ever seen triangle?
You don't know
Alright.
what I've been through.
End the argument. Alright, start voting. Vote for Evan, raise your hand.
I don't know. I'm like,
Evan. 10, 9, 8,
I like Evan's logic, but I like Karen's reasoning.
7,
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I vote for Karen.
Yeah, I vote. Yeah,
I had
way more.
personal
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's hard for Evan because like he doesn't like.
He's
It's not like a.
he's not
It's not like a
experienced in the
logical
topic.
like
Yeah.
topic to talk about. It's more like.
That's like it.
Evan-
That's like his.
He's trying so hard. Yes.
Relations, I pee sitting down. You know why? Because from when I was young, so I don't know when, but I still cannot aim for the toilet.
That sounds like
So-
a personal
so-
problem, man.
No, I'm speaking
I
for
agree,
many.
I agree.
Many, yeah, right there. I have a personal alibi. Aiming for the
There's an
toilet.
alibi. He was there.
Aiming for the toilet is kind of difficult, especially in the morning when you just woke up, or it's late at night. If it's late at night, where it's like you don't want to turn on the lights because you don't want to like wake up anyone, you sit down and piss because you don't want to piss on the side. When you wake up in the morning, you don't want to see piss all around the toilet, and so you sit down and you piss to increase the accuracy of your piss. You know? All right, go Eddie.
Go ahead.
Ping standing up, alright? Okay, if you have bad aim, that's on you, okay? But ping standing up, you go in, it's like an in and out thing, you know? It's more time efficient because I need to do other things, okay? As a gamer yourself, right?
Hey.
You're in a Valorant match, okay? You kill someone. Are you gonna take your time? You need to take off your pants, do all that and
That
sit
only
down
takes
on
like
the
2
toilet.
seconds.
But if you go in, you pee standing up, and then you wash your hands obviously, and you come back out. You still come back in time to watch someone play. Okay, you're still not responding. Okay.
Oh,
and oh shit. Wait, what else are their points again? Oh. See, the only time I pee sitting down is when I'm taking a shit. Okay, and it takes far. Okay, well taking a shit. Okay, so I don't do that. It's uncommon. Okay.
Are you-
That's the point.
Okay. So as you said, right? If you're like pissing standing up and you kind of like piss in like a fast manner, you could miss aim. And once you, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up, you man. Who is talking?
Also talk.
If you're like trying to like piss in a fast manner, you may miss aim and aim for the side. Once you aim for the side, you gotta have to clean that up. Or once your mom sees it, you see it smashing the ass, right? So you have to wipe that shit off, and that takes even more time. But peeing standing up and peeing sitting down, that's like a 1 second difference. Like you literally just sit your ass down when you stand your ass up. That's like, that doesn't really account for like a time difference. But peeing standing, sitting down increases the efficiency and the aim of your piss, so it goes in more. And then you won't have to worry about cleaning up afterwards, you just aim your penis down. Okay? Okay, here's my second point. In the morning, sometimes your dick gets a little hard because like it's like natural.
You
you know?
already said that the first time.
No, I didn't.
In the morning,
No,
bro.
he did not.
No,
He
no,
did.
no,
He did.
morning,
He said in the
morning.
morning.
No, nothing, but no, I'm not talking about your dick. Like your dick's like hard in the morning.
I
Sometimes.
know, you said that.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
Yes, it's a little bit redundant. Your first point, you talk
Yeah,
about
exactly.
that in the first argument.
Exactly.
No. What are you talking about? I'm talking about how you miss in the first one.
Yeah,
The
first
second one,
is
that's how your
increased
dick is hard
accuracy.
in the morning.
You talk about that in first argument.
Exactly.
Second point, in the morning it's harder to aim.
Huh?
You talk about that.
Exactly. Look, the only part I'll agree with you is, alright, if you have a boner, okay, it is hard to aim. Blah. You gotta think of it like this. The toilet bowl, look, if you have bad aim, right? Look, see, I piss, but I lift the toilet bowl up. Cause I don't know, I was taught to lift the toilet bowl up. Because, you know, like you, when I was younger, I had the problem of hitting the rim, you know? Okay? So I had to clean that shit up. So I got tired of it, and I lift the toilet bowl up, I do my business, and I put it back down. And because I also have a sister in the house, so I'm very, thoughtful, and it's like you gotta think of it like basketball, okay? If the rim, if you don't lift it, it's a double rim, okay? You lift it up, you have more space to aim around the circles, okay? So it's harder to miss. If you still miss,
okay.
that's on you.
Okay, so are you still gonna say that during your 5 years of pissing his hands, where you piss 3 times a day? Well, I don't know how long he's been pissing the rim up. But you're gonna say that with that many times they're pissing, you have never pissed on the side even once. Like you have
No.
to wipe it off.
No.
Not one thing, but
You make the toilet bowl much bigger.
Where you have to, where you have to,
No,
shut the
now it's Austin talking time, right?
Or you have to like, so for so many pissing kids, you're gonna say like you never have to piss on the side even just a little bit. We have to wipe it off.
No.
Because I sit down and I literally just push it down and it doesn't piss on the side because they can't even reach the side because you're like under the toilet already. Alright, what's that second one?
Talk about how comfortable seating.
Oh yeah, I'll say that too. When you're sitting down, you can go on your phone and go on TikTok, go to TikTok and sit on the toilet, waste some time. Like if you're at work, you sit down and you're pissing down. But if you're standing up, it's like a quick matter. But you can also make a quick matter when you're sitting down. It's like a double choice. You can make a quick matter or make it like a long matter and sit on the toilet and enjoy life.
Alright, good. Eddie, counter argument.
Oh look, like I said again, right? You play Valorant, bitch. You are not gonna sit down on the toilet. Watch like.
What makes you think
Watch
I'm
like.
24/7?
That's how you do it. You're
Eddie
Diamond One.
Eddie talking.
Yeah, shut up. Look, you play Valorant. All right, intermissions. You know, you quickly go to the bathroom. You don't go to the bathroom. You know, no, to take your leisure time. Okay. You don't sit down on the toilet and watch TikToks and shit when you're pissing. Okay. Because you're trying to go in and out and then wash your hands and then go back to the game real quick.
Redundant, ah.
Well, Austin's bringing out the same shit.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what to talk about.
Wait, can I make a point?
It's cleaner, I
Can I make
guess.
a point?
哎
Huh?
场外 support.
Well, I think I supported Austin, right? I'm saying that if he just sits down, he doesn't have to lift the seat up, like the seat cover up, and he just points it down. So he doesn't have to. Oh my god, I have to remember to put it down. So then he just misses all that trouble. Like he doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to lift it up. Oh, I have to put it down for my sisters. Just put it down. Sit on it.
Just put it.
Yeah, you don't lift it up. You just sit down and point your penis down. That's it.
Well,
Done deal. And then let's say a lot of times you just like don't you like pee and then it's like, oh wait, I need to like poop, and then you just permanently do it at the same time.
But that's another
That's
topic.
exactly that's exactly it.
Oh,
Dude.
is it?
It's like
that
it's
just
like
peeing
something
while
you're
sitting
peeing. It's like
down.
wait, I need to
You're
poop.
just peeing, and then I need to take a shit.
No, exactly. So then like you're already standing up, so you have to sit
Alright,
down.
who won?
Just
Alright,
sit
alright,
down,
okay.
pee, and then poop. Like it's like it's a done deal.
All right. Summarize time efficient and
Alright, summarize.
easier.
Last one.
Easier and it's time efficient.
现在 summarize.
Summarize.
Like about 1 minute. Summarize.
Easier, time
okay.
efficient. That's
So
it.
pissing sitting down, it is more time efficient than pissing standing up. It's not more time, but it's more aim accurate and the same like time.
No,
like
just lift the toilet bowl up and then put it back down.
Who's
I'm still
summarizing?
debating.
Oh, you only got 1 minute.
Okay, and then standing up and sitting down is not really like that much of a time difference. It's like probably like a millisecond time difference because you're like just sitting down.
No.
More aim.
No, because you're trying to watch the TikToks.
At the lights are closed at night, you sit down, increase efficiency.
No, you're trying
And
to watch
also
the TikToks.
sitting down, you can watch TikToks, you can watch all that stuff.
Now you're
While
just
You
sitting
have
wasting-
a
down.
choice. You have a choice. It's
You have
not
a
like-
choice.
choice.
You have a choice of
Yeah,
pissing
but-
fast or pissing slow.
Alright, now Eddie.
You have to piss fast.
Eddie, go. Your argument.
All right, I
Summarize.
It's more time efficient since I'm going to the bathroom. If I like only need to pee, I'm only gonna go to pee and then go back to whatever I'm doing. And the you have bad aim. It's not my fault. So you lift the rim up. You have a bigger circle radius thingy. Okay? Huh?
Oh, little kids are bad.
Little kids, they have little toilets. You know, potty train them. You know?
So it's the same shit. It's literally so
Same shit.
funny.
Alright, whatever. GG's.
Alright, now vote.
Yeah, Austin.
That was lame.
Well, Austin.
No. Vote.
Austin?
If you agree that we should piss sitting down, raise your hand.
For
I
females?
think it's like perfect.
How many
You
votes?
stand up.
Yeah, because you guys
stand
are
up.
girls.
One-
you don't get
one,
pee
two,
Why
and
would
standing
you
up.
say that? Like,
I don't understand why guys stand up.
No,
If
no,
you
standing up,
agree-
you can talk about like the entertainment of standing up.
What?
Like
mean
the
that's
games that you play, like you know how there's like,
If I'm standing up, I'll be like hitting the like.
yeah,
in
you
China-
have more
in
entertainment. You're
China,
more
there was, like-
happy.
There was like a soccer goal for you to like hit. And there was like soccer ball hanging.
I know about this. You didn't talk about it.
And you aim about that and it hits the soccer goal. So it's like you aim your piss
Like,
at
you
it.
have more entertainment value
So
of
funny.
doing it.
Like I was like pitching and I was like, I was aiming at soccer ball so it hit the goal.
Oh, what are you talking about?
You know what
Alright.
I'm talking about?
You want to hear my opinion?
No, Kevin.
So I do agree that if you stand up piss is more convenient. However,
How's it more
it's
convenient?
only one situation
Please
that
elaborate
you have
how
a
it's
peeing
more-
machine.
Look, I should have brought up
The-
school,
the-
bro.
the
You're not
thing-
finna
the
sit
thing
down
on the
for
wall.
school.
If you have that thing on the wall, I'm good with like standing piss. But like at home, it's very hard to clean up. If you like drop a little bit, like here and there, you have to like wipe them.
How is
That's
it more
very.
convenient standing up, Kevin?
Huh?
Please elaborate how it's more convenient standing up.
Oh, like you just. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
and then you
yeah.
sit down.
No. I'm talking about like they have the peeing machine on the walls.
Oh, but I'm not talking about
the
pee machine on the
urinal.
wall. I'm talking about a toilet.
Yeah, the peeing machine on the
Talking
wall.
about urinals.
We can't talk about those because
Yeah,
you
who
can't
goes
sit down.
like this, like that?
That's the only
That's
situation.
not the argument. That's not
Other than that, I agree.
honestly,
I agree with it. That's why I voted for sitting down.
I can't speak in debate.
I vote for you though. Eddie.
Okay, thank you, Evan.
That's a pity vote.
No, that's
That was a pretty vote.
Good talk, good talk.
shit.
No, it should be two votes. Two for each.
手心手背，
首先，
哦，
来，
你对。
好点。然后你们两个，你们在手心手背，然后搞定。
Ready now. Ready? I hate this. Ready?
我
好，手心手背。
手心手背。手心手背。
You're too fast, man.
手心手背。手心手背。哦，Yeah! Shit! God damn it!
Three, those three.
Shit! I'm so sorry. 手心手背。
Well, no, you know.
What?
No.
What do we do one by one?
Yeah, just that's what I'm saying. One by
手
one.
心手
What are you going?
No, he's all first.
No!
Alright.
No, the 1%.
Eddie. Alright, now it's Mia and Evan versus Austin. Eddie and Sonia.
I choose the trick.
Eddie, right away. Eddie,
No,
Sit right there.
no, go.
All right, guys, sit down.
Ah, yeah.
Sit.
Eddie, Sonia, sit.
Oh,
Sit
you
here.
kids.
Sit down. Sonia, Eddie, come here. Sit down. Yeah, start
I'm sorry. You take care of the logic. I'll just take care of the insulting relative. Okay? Let's go.
Alright, shake hands.
Shake hands, yeah. Shake hands.
Shake hands.
Ah, there we go. Hey. With the other person.
Topic.
Hey. Okay. Alright, what's the topic then?
I'll start downwards. Come on.
Running or walking?
Get sit down. Sit down.
This is my personality.
Let's go.
Let's go, guys.
I got one.
No.
I can sit perfectly fine.
Quiet.
Sit down. Sit down.
Sit your ass down.
Sit down.
Sit your ass down.
Think of a topic, Kevin. We're both thinking of a
Alright.
topic.
I'll try to fix.
Alright, stop.
No.
Ah, yeah, shut your
Say
ass. Alright. So, is it better to work with like a person with different sex or the same sex?
Huh?
Is it better like?
Same sex.
To work with the same sex or working with different
Oh,
sex?
can we have like a discussion time with our partners?
Sure, go
Yeah,
ahead.
have fun.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
what-
No,
Which topic?
you decide topic first. The winner choose.
Okay. I'll go first, right? Shoot. Shoot. Shit!
I can choose topic, but then let's discuss it first.
All right. Discussion time. Take a picture. Sexy.
You guys can discuss
Same
too.
gender.
What are we going to discuss?
It's like both.
Karen like the
We have
statue.
notes, like we have one notes.
Statue of Liberty.
No, no, man. It's like it's going off the head. Are we doing like 1, 2, 1, 2?
What?
Are we doing like 1, 2, 1, 2?
Sure.
God damn, I want Evan.
Well, I think. We can debate who got better ass.
어디가 없다? 어디 Eddie's comfortable with
Hey, look at that.
Same sex or different sex?
Alright,
I don't know.
come
What
on.
is, have you
Sit down,
decided?
Sit down, sit down. Hey, too much time, sit down.
Same
Let's
sex.
sit down, sit down, sit down.
Less conversations, alright? Less conversations.
Okay, you guys go first.
Yeah, one time you guys started first.
Yeah, you guys vote. You're standing on the chair.
Sit down, sit down, sit down.
No, they're standing up.
Sit down.
You all no, get up,
sit
get up,
down.
get up.
I can bounce up this room.
Sit down, sit down.
Sit down, sit down.
About the Annie Kevin,
Sit down.
Sit down.
I'm sorry. Fucked up.
Oh my god, just carrying him right now. Like,
Carry.
this is dead weight.
Alright.
Use me.
Listen to the referees, right?
Oh my god! Perfect! Do you see this crap? I don't work without
stop,
him.
stop. This team is same sex or different sex?
Same sex.
Same sex and this is different sex.
Alright, Mira, you guys choose who goes first. You want to go first or you want them to go first?
Okay, let's talk about this.
That's right.
Like, what is this going on? I'm sorry, like, there's communication. I get that. But then it's just like, our brains are just, like, especially if you're like younger ages, we're just in two different worlds. There's like, oh, it's a man perspective. Oh my God, there's a woman perspective. We're at two different sides. Like, although I guess I know we're human and everything, they may think the same, but then there's always like different perspectives. I always think some way, and he just never understands. Like, I'm literally telling him, oh, can you come up with a topic? And he's like, yeah, feminism. What? Like, give me, like, what is, like, we're trying to make a debate here, but he's too immature to think, okay, to think of like a topic to talk about. Like, this is a perfect example of how I will work well with you, Mia, because we understand each other. We understand how well it is to work together as a group that of the same sex. Because like I know like kind of like how like kind of generally like because females kind of relate to each other. We kind of went through the same kind of life as well as
And go.
Wrap it up.
First of all, what you're saying is just personality, okay? Our personalities work well with each other. Your personalities do not work well with each other. Me and Evan, we were having a fine conversation about it. We're bouncing off each other ideas. We knew what we were talking about, okay? What you're talking about is personal issues. It's not a big picture. Okay, Evan, you go. Your turn. Say what we discussed.
Okay, so there's a really specific situation, but I'm gonna make that broader after. So let's say there's a package, but for some reason it's in the all girls bathroom, only girls bathroom, where you need a girl to go in there, but there's a package in the male only bathroom, you need a male to go in there. And is that it?
Go.
Last point. And that's obviously too specific, but if you were to make it broader, there's areas where males might feel more comfortable than a female. And there's places that a female might be more comfortable than a male. And you don't want to force the other gender to go into that place just because they have no other option. You'd rather, let them be comfortable.
Diversity
Okay.
of opinion.
Alright,
Yeah, but then-
you guys can all request 10 seconds more.
huh?
For
Wait, stop. What do you mean? Are you timing this?
Yeah.
Tell them
You guys
10
have 30 each.
seconds before.
Okay.
Okay, but then that's the thing. That's just depending on the people's personality. Let's say we don't know each other's personality. We're strangers. I don't know Eddie. Remember how you and Eddie met? We're on totally different planes. Like, we're super uncomfortable with one another because I don't know him and he doesn't know me. But if you're a girl, like, remember how easily I approached you? Like, I just went up to you because we had probably the same interests. Because usually, let's just stereotypically, okay? Girls usually have the same interests and guys usually have the same interests. They play Valorant. We don't play Valorant. We play, I don't know. Let's say like we're like third graders. We play Barbies. We like relate better, and then we can connect in a better level and work together in a way that we can develop a project that's more like efficient. That's it. Someone more than
Yeah, we saved 2 seconds.
Annie, you have
Starting
any?
the entire argument.
I
is
agree.
based on- Starting the entire argument is based on gender roles, okay? Oh, so women must shush. Oh, so women must play with Barbies when we're little. Men must play with fucking. That's literally what you
I want to
said.
make this professional. The judges will give points. You guys talk, we deduct points.
Your whole argument was that we have the same interest.
what was
I
that?
don't play
Okay.
Valorant. That means all women don't play Valorant. We don't have the same interest. But what about Kathy? What about Mandy? They play Valorant. They have a fine time with them because they all play Valorant. Interests are not limited to one group. You don't know, like maybe I have to like learn more about my partner. Okay, we will find an interest between me and Evan. We definitely have an interest between us. Okay, and then diversity of opinions. Okay, just because we're not the same, maybe I don't play Valorant. Evan plays Valorant. Evan can teach me how to play Valorant. Now I know these. Sorry, Evan. I talked the whole
No,
time.
tell them 10 seconds before. You can't just like stop them.
That's the 10 seconds. You got 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Valorant.
No, stop.
Stop.
Alright,
I'm saying in a
tell them.
predominantly like
No.
predominant world.
Referee is telling. Tell them 10 seconds before and tell them to wrap up. Alright? Otherwise,
I don't think
it's
so.
too-
You're too much in the heat of the
I said
battle.
10 seconds, but they were too busy rambling on.
Do you have any
10
idea?
seconds. Huh?
10 seconds. Wrap up now.
Hey, Sonia, go.
No, slow down.
There's one more. You guys on we vote. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
But just in a predominant like society, like obviously it's going to like be like, oh, you have a period, I have a period. Like it's like we associate each other more because we have kind of the similar experiences like physically, like health issues ways. Like it doesn't have to be like the mentally thing, but it can be physical. Do you know what I mean by that? Like I don't know, like kind of. Alright, that's the thing. We're talking about heterosexual like relationships are kind of majority right now, right? So that's why like when I interact with Eddie, it's kind of awkward because I feel like there's something going on. I don't know. Do you know what I mean by that? Like,
And stop.
Alright.
Go.
Okay, so when you say that there's a predominant society where males do male things and females do female things, where at the same time that means that there's different, they think differently. And how am I ever gonna learn how to work from a female perspective if I don't work with a female? And how's a female ever gonna learn how to work from a male perspective? They don't ever work with a male.
My boy.
You end it? Okay. Alright, time to vote. Kevin, which one?
Alright, so I'm gonna say like it's very interesting to see that the group argue that the same sex it actually doesn't seem like they work so well, but this group they look like they work very well and express their own
Perfect
opinion.
argument right now.
Perfect
So,
argument.
I'm gonna tell you
so
right
what do you
now,
guys
this is
think?
so bad.
What about our Statue of Liberty?
That's so perfect. Do it again. Do it again. That's your livery. Go. Torch.
Yeah. Oh, alright, what do you think, Statue of Liberty?
I think you guys.
I vote this one.
Alright, what about
That
Austin?
was literally 1 versus 2. That's so unfair. See this guy?
Evan is so educated.
I think Evan
The
talks
way he
about a
speaks
calm
is so
manner.
scholarly.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
talks in a calm manner. Evan is reassures
Whenever
me.
Evan
Oh
speaks,
yeah.
I just feel smart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
I ramble.
you scream
Yeah.
once. Evan's like in
You
a
were just
calm
like,
manner.
me and Eddie can't do anything.
Because that's the thing. Like, I ramble and that's how I argue.
Alright, GG's, you guys want one?
Alright, congratulations.
Let's go. Let's fight. Can we please establish, like, if your group member isn't working, that should be like a disqualification.
No, like a prime example, you know?
No,
Like-
alright, here's what I'm gonna do. You go once, then you go once, you go once.
Huh?
So you take turns. One. So you guys like, and it goes back.
But he just had no points. He
That's
just
your
had no
team.
points.
That's your team. You should be discussing that with him during the discussion.
I did. I said this,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then he
Okay, then
went
you
10
should-
minutes up.
Then he should be elaborating on those points. What else is your team as your team leader fault?
Yeah, come on, Sonia, step up.
All right, 3.
What are we doing?
What's right now?
Do another round.
Audio.
film.
Do another round of like 4, right?
首先手背。Kevin.
One second.
Okay.
首先手背，
No, make a new video. Okay.
首先
首先手背。
首先。
心。
Don't give a shit. All right, we can start. 3.
No, I'm right here.
哦，忘记。首先手背。先往上。
出去，你们俩出去，我们再来。
Oh, so
Let's go to YouTube. We'll all
我
fine.
声音手。对。
My bad.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Eddie.
We just need one more person.
All right,
Eddie's
us two.
It's us 4.
Us 4. All right.
Oh, so it's 2 and 2. Wait, what's it?
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
No.
3, 2, 1. No.
What?
No, she's still in.
Only us.
No, it's us 4.
It's us 4.
他先出去了，对不对？
No, 我们4个还在这里啊。
他先出去，然后我们3个人只要折出来了再一个，然后就立马跟他组队了。
Oh yeah, okay.
你不知道手一手背啊？
Oh.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's do these
Oh
two.
my god.
Help me.
Yeah.
I'll tell them in a civilized manner.
All
I
right.
just been too heated.
Give me the
Topics.
spotlight.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
Evan.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Come on.
How
Give
did
me the
you do
spotlight.
that? How did you do that?
Yeah, your topics.
Huh?
Your top. Evan, I think you're more philosophical.
Wait.
Do you have any philosophical ideas?
Oh.
你想想 topic. What topic? Like Ukraine war.
What?
No.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me bring up my
There's
family
serious-
history?
The serious like
Oh my God.
capital punishment.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Like how about I'll go on
No,
about that
I'll
penalty.
go on.
I'll go on about
the whole
non-death
ass quadrant of capital punishment. What are you talking about?
About death penalty or no?
Why are we talking shit about death penalty?
No death penalty?
No serious. No
Can we
serious.
talk about like oranges and apples?
Oh yeah, nah.
I was talking about apple juice. I'll go on.
Lemons versus limes.
No.
Yeah, lemon and lime. Okay, I.
No.
That's the thing, like, I never had-
I'll object.
They look the same to me.
What am I supposed to agree or like argue? Lemons are more easier to grow.
No.
Make sure we can't
I'll
tell
give
this.
you guys the arguments now, so I don't have to
I
go
like
later.
yellow.
Okay, for lemon, one, it's like they're juicier and they're like bigger and they're sweeter.
How you gonna go on
Right?
without about
So-
3 arguments?
Wait. Okay? So then they're also made for lemonade, so technically they're economically good because you get to like sell lemonade when you're like 5 years old. Okay. And lime, they're tiny, so they're easy to store. Plus, lime is really used in Mexico
Are
for
you saying
tacos.
lemons are
So
uneasy
if you
to
really
store?
like tacos,
I
you
gotta
really like
look.
lime.
Are you saying lemons uneasy to store?
Yeah, I am.
What
Because
about?
they're huge, like this, right? My
You
mom
still
has
put
to
them in a
have
big-ass box and
my
say
mom
it's
has
good.
to have this giant bowl for lemons, but we only have like one little compartment in the fridge for lime. So technically, we hate lemons, but we really like lime. Oh, okay. And there's basically like artificial squirt
Alright,
bottles.
think about more topics.
No.
You're passionate. It's like you're
Yeah, you're very passionate.
We'll figure out
Very
Karen's passion.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry,
I
I've been exploding.
was thinking like, what about lay
roll
down,
on right here.
lay down, or
Chicken.
sit down?
Chicken wing, drums or flats?
Oh, okay.
Chicken what?
No, actually, no. What's the argument about that? I don't know.
A lot. Make shit up. Be like, oh, your mother likes flats.
What the fuck?
Also, you don't like your mother?
Drums, if you put them together, they make a huge butt.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
holding substance.
I need to argue about something good.
Walking or running?
Huh?
What the fuck?
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Walking or
I feel
running?
about the walking or running.
Someone thinking to talk about. Walking.
Having kids and not having kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Nah, it's too serious.
Oh, that's too serious. What?
No, you can just say.
How?
Do you still want to do strawberry ice cream and chocolate ice cream?
They provide for us. They give us.
That's all you want to do, Via? Why
Are
is...
you using emotional attachment to your kids? Are you using them?
Summer Olympic, Winter Olympic?
I don't know anything about them.
Huh?
Like I don't know.
No, what is the difference between them? One's a
the
summer,
fuck?
one's a winter.
Winter sport, summer sport. You gonna do ice skating in summer? Oh yeah, you try that. Go ice skating in that puddle right now.
Ice
Go.
skating rink.
So much topic. Like,
I want to go on a photo. Why can't you go to the ice skating rink?
school start early or late?
Who said? Someone said Boba with pearl or without pearl.
No, but what's the point without pearl?
Okay, boba pearls are like fruit jellies. In it.
I need a fight.
I'm barely have time.
Oh my god! Y'all heard that? It was loud.
Ghastly
Nasty.
one. There you go.
Your mom's house.
Or okay, tutoring is the best way to contribute to the community. Or helping elderly is better.
What?
What? Tutoring or helping the elderly.
Yeah.
That's like two. Huh?
Like which way is better to contribute to the
That's
community?
depressing.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Very-
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You're like, it's so
That's why.
Your mom jokes, these nuts jokes.
We're trying to argue the good points, okay?
What? I'm gonna go on like, what if someone doesn't have a mom?
Oh god damn.
Oh, wow.
What if someone doesn't have? What if it hurts them emotionally?
What if someone doesn't have?
Have nuts.
Oh yeah, exactly.
What if someone doesn't have Jesus?
Alright, what else?
Circle the squares.
I'm thinking about my TOEFL,
It's so broad. Circle
TOEFL
the
test
squares.
question.
Circle the squares. Yeah, circle the squares. It's so like. No.
Chopsticks or forks?
Okay.
Okay.
We're Asian here.
Or
I
Let's
got.
go. Let's go. Rock, paper, scissors. Who guess who? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, one. Let's go.
Where are
Oh,
you?
wait, actually,
We
yeah.
show you. We
Go
choose.
one on one.
Chopsticks. Chopsticks. We choose chopsticks.
Okay, I got a 1 minute preparation period.
Come down. Hello?
Small chopstick.
So like your 2 fingers, you can like do whatever you
我
want.
说 chopstick 会更有 culture oriented.
I know what their argument. They're like, okay.
And then it's easy to roll the pasta. Like, and then the rice you can't. Like, it's like easy to cook things up. It's easy to use, right? And then wait, I already forgot my points. Okay, fine. I'll figure it out. And forks you can use to stab.
Ah, shut up! Ah, she got to stab me!
Chopstick.
What are you doing? What is wrong with you, bro?
Oh, they're done.
I'll claim Aaron the knocker.
You want me to try?
Aaron
Oh, I thought Eddie was some random man.
I'll just give the basic point.
Alright, preparation period, done. Go.
Who's first? Why are you standing up? You were saying no. It's so
You
nice.
guys choose why you go first.
Oh
I feel intimidating. Like, you want to go first?
Can I like look down on
Yeah, look down. Like, look, oh my god, we're gonna fight them. Go down. All of you. Like, squat down. And then we were like looking down. That's the first thing you think of. The man follow. Do you see that?
Oh, start it. You go first or you go first? Or we go first? You choose.
You choose.
Okay. Why forks are better? First of all, it's easy to use. Like, babies can use them. It's like probably like the first utensil they use. You know what I mean? And then it picks up things easily. chopsticks, you grab something, the noodles, it falls right around. Like, unless you know how to professionally use them, it's so bad. Let's pretend like Americans, they can't use chopsticks properly. I'm sorry, Karen. They can use fork. It's so easy to do. It's convenient. It's like fast. Okay, now go.
Okay. Also, we use forks to close the ramen, right? Right? You can't use chopsticks to close ramen. That makes no sense. But the forks, they stab, and so they can also be used as murder weapons. Okay. But chopsticks only stab people's eyes out. Okay. But forks can like make someone bleed. Chopsticks can't. Unless you're like sharper than them, obviously. But like forks, they're made to be murder weapons. And also, forks were used to brush people's hair because everyone did it, right? So you can brush your hair with forks. What else? Next to
I'll go. Alright, so I'll go back to your arguments, right? So your first argument is that. First argument is. Yeah, no, that's the Soviet's fault. Oh, you can't use you can only use forks for ramen.
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't think that's correct. You
to close the ramen.
You can close ramen's cap with like 2 chopsticks right there. It covers more surface areas and it prevents the steam from coming out from the ramen. And the second point was that like you said chopstick has no like you can't attack people with chopstick. Have you ever looked at those kung fu movies? You were just like those chopsticks. It's like flying knives that shoot from like
I can't
10
watch
meters
movies.
away. So that's my point.
I'll tell yours. Chopsticks, no, okay, I'll agree that forks may be easier to use, maybe easier to learn, right? But if you're eating dumplings, you stab that shit inside, all the juice fucking comes out. All the juice and all the shit, and, like the dumpling might even break because you're like stabbing that shit inside. But if you use a chopstick, you pick that shit up and you put it in, you don't stab it in. All the juice and it might even break in half, you know?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Why can't you pick the dumplings up from the bottom and pick it up like that?
Just use a spoon then at that point.
No, that's perfect. Fork,
Okay, a fork.
forks and spoons are literally the same thing.
No,
but
they're
spoons
not.
pick
What are
up
you
the
talking about?
spoons. The forks can literally scoop behind the dumplings
How
and
you
eat
gonna-
it.
how you gonna
Imagine
say
like
No, no.
oh my god, imagine no.
There's sports, right? And the sport wouldn't be made without the fork and the spoon. But you need the fork in that equation, okay? So a sport can like pick it up and you have the
Imagine
the
you're
sport.
in a family dinner, right, Austin? Everyone's crowded around and you're gonna grab something. Look how embarrassing you are. You don't know how to use a chopstick and you're grabbing it and it like falls. And then you grab it and it falls again. Force, chop, then you stab it and you eat it. It's so easy. You don't embarrass yourself. And it's fast and efficient. I don't care about juice,
Alright,
just pick it up
here.
on the side.
Right.
And then also forks are very sharp. What kind of like do you see like the forks? There's like 4 forks, right? And it's like very sharp at the ends. Chopsticks, they're rounded at the bottom, or like they're squared. Like, how much damage can you do with a chopstick versus a fork that has 4 points? 4 points? I don't know. And then a chopstick only has 1 point.
Alright, so I don't know what you're talking about, like 4 points and 1 point. That makes no
What
sense
do
to
you
me.
mean?
But like embarrassing yourself, that sounds like a you problem, not like my
Yeah, it
problem.
sounds like a personal
That's
problem.
an Asian. The Asian's fine. Let's talk about white
I'm
people.
talking. Alright.
Thanks, Sonia.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, so what's that? I lose my memory. Yeah, I lose my memory. Yeah, you go first. Alright, so tell me about the original idea of chopstick. Chopstick acts like your 2 fingers. You can do 2 fingers with like do anything. You can poke. You can cut. You can do basically anything. But you think of you got a fork. Fork is basically a byproduct of a knife. You have to use it with a knife. That's how you cut things. If you like solely use a fork, it's very hard to cut things off. Unlike chopstick, you have 2 of them. You get this cut. It has the function of cut. Fork only has like poke. You can only poke things.
I
Oh no, who says the word done, huh? So why can't you learn how to use a chopstick? It's difficult to learn how to use a chopstick. So many Americans know how to use a chopstick. Why the fuck would you try to scoop up a dumpling when you can just learn how to use a chopstick instead? Learn how to use a new utensil instead. But you're trying to scoop up a chopstick with a fucking fork. And instead of using a chopstick like a good Asian, like trying to learn like the Asian culture and just pick it up and put it in your mouth.
And the other thing is, most forks on the market are plastic. Think about like how much pollution those plastic would cause to like the whole world. Have you ever think about that? And think about chopstick. Chopstick are wood. They can like reuse like multiple times. Oh, wait.
Forks, they're easier to use because for pastas, you can like roll it up, you know, like, and then eat it. But then for chopsticks, you have to pick it up and then it'll drop, right? And then, you see that? Or, huh?
Oh, this is your last argument, by the way. You guys one time, done.
I had a point. And then I
My
forgot
arms are
about it.
tired.
Kevin said something that I was gonna
Yeah,
disagree
me
with.
too.
Give me a second. Kevin.
No, but the Aussie European was
Oh,
like,
the cutting thing. You can cut things with your fork, okay? Because I've done it multiple times, okay? I've had issues. But forks are really good because it's a flat surface and it's also sharp on the side when it's metal, right? Like white people have metal forks. I don't know if you've ever heard of those. So they're really sharp on the side. So we use them to cut meat because if you don't have a knife or your parents don't trust you with a knife, you have to use the fork, right? And also, it's easier. Because you like,
and also like, I don't know, it's like they're using wood. And that's like harmful to trees. Like that's like there's like it's like plastic and wood is the same thing, is it not? Like it's almost the same thing. It's both very harmful to the environment. So you can't make the argument that plastic is very like.
and you can't eat cake with a chopstick.
Yeah, you can cut it on the side. That's why like the chopsticks they're round or like they're square. Like it's like very hard to cut into something. Rather like you can basically like eat like something sharp. You can eat something and cut it with a knife. I mean with a knife with a fork very easily.
You can't eat cake with a chopstick.
Okay, alright. So like I don't. Maybe material is not a good topic for this question because we got metal chopsticks.
Material girl.
We got metal and wood. We have like wood forks. Wood forks too. Alright, so what's the other point that you would say?
I have a lot more points coming.
And pasta.
Alright, go. You go
Alright.
first. Alright.
So chopsticks, it's meant to be precise. Okay, so, oh shit. Oh, okay. So you remember that day when Kevin was using chopsticks to eat the chips out of his bag because he didn't want to dirty his hands. Can you do that with a fork? No, you can't because you have to stab that shit in. That shit is gonna break. It's gonna pick up nothing. But if you don't want to dirty your hands and you're trying to eat something out of your chip bag, you use your chopstick, you pick that shit up, and you put it in. And there's so many other foods where you can use a chopstick when you can't use a fork. Like remember the activity we do at school? For the beans, if you want to put the beans, you can use a chopstick. Do you use the fork for that? No, you don't. Because it's more precise than a fork. Alright, go Kevin. I'll talk later.
We're not drunk today, Shine. Dead ass.
That's the last
Serious.
take.
Very sober.
Let me
Your last
Wait, wait.